50 interesting facts about the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is one of the planets in the solar system. Perhaps Jupiter can be called the most mysterious and enigmatic planet. Between Saturn and Mars you can see the fifth planet of the solar system. It is Jupiter that is considered the largest planet in the solar system. At least, humanity does not know of any planets that would be larger than Jupiter. Therefore, we suggest further reading more interesting and surprising facts about the planet Jupiter. 1. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter is 1,300 times larger in volume than Earth, and 317 times larger in gravity. 2. Jupiter is located between Mars and Saturn and is the fifth planet of the solar system. 3. The planet was named after the supreme god of Roman mythology, Jupiter. 4. The force of gravity on Jupiter is 2.5 times greater than that on Earth. 5. In 1992, a comet approached Jupiter, which tore the planet's powerful gravitational field into many fragments at a distance of 15,000 kilometers from the planet. 6. Jupiter is the fastest planet in the solar system. 7. It takes Jupiter 10 hours to rotate around its axis. 8. Jupiter completes a revolution around the Sun in 12 years. 9. Jupiter has the strongest magnetic field. The strength of its action exceeds the Earth's magnetic field by 14 times. 10. The force of radiation on Jupiter can harm spacecraft that get too close to the planet. 11. Jupiter has the largest number of satellites of all the studied planets, 67. 12. Most of Jupiter's satellites are small in diameter and reach 4 kilometers. 13. The most famous satellites of Jupiter are Callisto, Europa, Io, Ganymede. They were discovered by Galileo Galilei. 14. The names of Jupiter's satellites are not accidental, they are named after the lovers of the god Jupiter. 15. The largest satellite of Jupiter is Ganymede. Its diameter exceeds 5,000 kilometers. 16. Jupiter's moon Io is covered with mountains and volcanoes. This is the second known cosmic body to have active volcanoes. The first is Earth. 17. Europa, another moon of Jupiter, is made of water ice, which may hide an ocean larger than Earth's. 18. Callisto is assumed to consist of a dark stone, since it has practically no reflectivity. 19. Jupiter consists almost entirely of hydrogen and helium, and has a solid core. Jupiter's chemical composition is very close to the Sun. 20. The atmosphere of this giant also consists of helium and hydrogen. It has an orange color, which is imparted by sulfur and phosphorus compounds. 21. Jupiter has an atmospheric vortex that looks like a huge red spot. This spot was first noticed by Cassini in 1665. Then the length of the vortex was about 40,000 kilometers. Today this figure has halved. The rotation speed of the vortex is about 400 kilometers per hour. 22. From time to time, the atmospheric vortex on Jupiter completely disappears. 23. Jupiter regularly experiences storms. The speed of the vortex flows is about 500 kilometers per hour. 24. Most often, the duration of storms does not exceed 4 days. However, sometimes they drag on for many months. 25. Once every 15 years, very strong hurricanes occur on Jupiter, which would destroy everything in their path if there was anything to destroy, and are accompanied by lightning, which cannot be compared in strength to lightning on Earth. 26. Jupiter, like Saturn, has so-called rings. They arise from the collision of the giant satellites with meteors, as a result of which large amounts of dust and dirt are released into the atmosphere. The presence of rings on Jupiter was established in 1979, and they were discovered by the Voyager 1 spacecraft. 27. The main ring of Jupiter is smooth. It reaches 30 kilometers in length and 6,400 kilometers in width. 28. Halo, an internal cloud, reaches 20,000 kilometers in thickness. The halo is located between the main and final rings of the planet and consists of solid dark particles. 29. The third ring of Jupiter is also called the cobweb, as it has a transparent structure. In fact, it consists of the smallest fragments of Jupiter's satellites. 30. Today, Jupiter has 4 rings. 31. Jupiter's atmosphere has a very low concentration of water. 32. Astronomer Carl Sagan suggested that life is possible in the upper layers of Jupiter's atmosphere. This hypothesis was put forward in the 70s. To date, the hypothesis has not been proven. 33. In the layer of Jupiter's atmosphere, which contains clouds of water vapor, pressure and temperature are favorable for water hydrocarbon life. 34. Galileo, Voyager 1, Voyager 2, Pioneer 10, Pioneer 11, Ulysses, Cassini and New Horizons 8 spacecraft that visited Jupiter. 35. Pioneer 10 is the first spacecraft to visit Jupiter. The Juno probe was launched towards Jupiter in 2011 and is expected to reach the planet in 2016. 36. The light of Jupiter is much brighter than Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. On a cloudless night, using a small telescope or good binoculars, you can see not only Jupiter, but also 4 of its satellites. 37. Diamond rains on Jupiter. 38. If Jupiter was located at the distance of the Moon from the Earth, then we could see it like this. 39. The shape of the planet is slightly compressed at the poles and slightly convex at the equator. 40. The core of Jupiter is close in size to the Earth, but its mass is 10 times less. 41. Jupiter's closest location to Earth is approximately 588 million kilometers, and its farthest distance is 968 million kilometers. 42. At its closest point from the Sun, Jupiter is located at a distance of 740 million kilometers, and at its farthest 816 million kilometers. 43. It took the Galileo spacecraft more than 6 years to reach Jupiter. 44. It took the Voyager 1 spacecraft only 2 years to reach the orbit of Jupiter. 45. The New Horizons mission can boast of the fastest flight to Jupiter just over a year. 46. The average radius of Jupiter is 69,911 kilometers. 47. The diameter of Jupiter at the equator is 142,984 kilometers. 48. The diameter at the poles of Jupiter is slightly smaller and has a length of about 133,700 kilometers. 49. The surface of Jupiter is considered to be uniform, since the planet consists of gases and does not have valleys and mountains lower and higher points. 50. In order to become a star, Jupiter does not have enough mass, although it is the largest planet in the solar system.